English medium mathematics lessons. So in this video I'm going to explain grade 10 lesson. In the second term, first lesson is about the algebraic fractions, students. Now in this part 1 video I will explain you what is an algebraic fraction, then what you learn in grade 9, right, revision of grade 9, that means how to add algebraic fractions and how to subtract algebraic fractions. Those things we'll discuss within this video, right? Right, in the revision of algebraic fractions lesson, students, first I'm going to explain the introduction of algebraic fractions, right? So fraction, right? So fraction mean a part of whole one. So that fraction has numerator and denominator. Now here you can see this fraction, right? Numerator x, denominator 5. So here you can see in the numerator there is unknown term, right? Unknown algebraic term. So that is an algebraic fraction, right? Numerator has algebraic term, that is algebraic fraction. Let's see another example, 4 over y, right? So denominator algebraic term, algebraic fraction. Here see numerator x plus 2, that means algebraic expression. Addition term means algebraic expression. So numerator algebraic expression means this one algebraic fraction. See this one, y minus 5 in the denominator. So denominator has algebraic expression, that is an algebraic fraction. Let's see this one, 2x over 5y. Numerator, see here, algebraic term. Denominator, algebraic term. So both numerator, denominator has algebraic term means that is an algebraic fraction. So here, numerator, x plus 2, algebraic expression. Denominator, 3y minus 3, so that is algebraic expression. Both numerator, denominator, algebraic expression means an algebraic fraction. So here, numerator, 3x square plus 4x minus 2, trinomial quadratic expression, right? So that is algebraic fraction, right? Now I am going to remind you how to add and how to subtract algebraic fractions, what you learn in the grade 9, right? So I take one example here, x over 5. I want to add another x over 5, right? So you can see here, to add the any type of fraction, it may be numerical fraction or it may be algebraic fraction like that. So denominator should equal, right? So you have to only simplify the numerator. So you can see here denominator is 5. So if you get the answer, denominator is not changed, that is 5. Numerator you have to add, x plus x means that is 2x, right? So that is the answer of addition of two fractions. Let's see another example here, 2 over y, right? So I want to add another algebraic fraction. Now you can see here denominator algebraic term, so no matter. Why? Denominator y in this fraction, denominator y, denominator equal. So in the answer you can write one denominator y, numerator you can add 2 plus 1, that is 3, right? Let's see another one, x plus 3 over 8. We want to add x plus 6 over 8, right? Algebraic fractions. So check the denominator first. 8, denominator 8. So that means denominators equal. So that means in the answer you can write one denominator. So two numerators you have to add. What are the numerators? Here numerator x plus 3, here x plus 3. Want to add, here add x plus 6, right? X plus 6. Now you can simplify the numerator. Why? Numerator has like terms. X, like terms. 3, 6 like terms, right? So you can add those two. How? X plus x you can write 2x, positive 3, positive 6, that you can write as positive 9, right? So this is the answer. Let's see another one. 7 over a plus 2, algebraic fraction. Want to add 3 over a plus 2. Now check, denominator a plus 2, denominator a plus 2. Denominator equal, no matter. Write one denominator, a plus 2. What you have to do? Numerator add 7 plus 3, that is 10. Understand? Let's see another one. X plus 3 over 3. Right? Now, subtraction. Right? Subtract. 4x minus 7 over 3. Right? So, in subtraction also denominator should equal. Now here, denominators are same. 3. So, you can write one denominator. Right? In the answer, one denominator. But here you have to be careful. What is in this algebraic expression, right? From this algebraic expression, you have to subtract this algebraic expression, right? When you subtract algebraic expression, you have to use bracket, right? When subtracting algebraic expression, you have to use bracket, right? Now next step, you can remove the bracket. That means from this negative sign, you should multiply by this 4x and also this 7, right? What happened? X plus 3 remain as not change, right? X plus 3, here negative, here 4x means positive, negative multiply by positive, then you get negative, right? Here also negative should multiply by this negative 7, that means negative multiply by negative, that is positive, right? So write correctly. So then you can simplify the like terms. What are the like terms? X, 4x like terms. But how to simplify? Check. X is positive, right? 4x is sign is negative, right? If two terms are different sign, what you have to do? You have to subtract. Subtract less term from the greater term. That means 4x subtract x, right? Then you get 3x. So you have to put the sign. What is the sign? Sign is greater term sign. What is the sign of the greater term? Here greater term is 4x. Sign of 4x is negative. So that you have to write in front of the term. Then numbers, positive 3, positive 7, both positive. That means you have to add. So that is positive 10, right? Right, let's move to the grade 10 lesson, students. In grade 10 lesson, first you have addition of algebraic fractions with unequal algebraic term, important one, and unequal algebraic term in the denominator, right? So let's see using example. So my first example is 2 over x, you have to add 3 over 5x. Now you can see denominators x, 5x not equal, right? To make equal denominator, find the LCM of x and 5x, right? So go to x. So x can write only by x, right? So 5x. So how to write 5x here? If there is a number, that means write power of product of prime numbers, right? So here 5 prime, so that means you can write 5x. Now what do you have to do? Take the highest powers of each term, right? So what are the terms here? 5 is there, x is there, no powers, so that means you have to take 5 and also x with product, right, in multiplication. Then you multiply 5 into x, that is 5x, so that is LCM. Now make both here and here denominator as 5x. So here you have to do nothing. Here how to make 5x? So 2 over x, x should multiply by number 5, right? Cannot multiply by number. Then you get multiplied by 5. Both multiply numerator denominator. So second fraction nothing to do. Then you get both denominator 5x. You can see x into 5, 5x, 5x denominator equal. So here numerator 2 into 5, 10 plus 3, right? So then you get 13 over 5x, right? Let's go to another example. 2 over 4x. Want to add 3 over 5x, right? So this is two fraction. You can see denominator. Important one is denominator. 4x, 5x. Not equal. Go to LCM. How? 4x. How to write 4x? If there is a number, right, multiplied number, you have to write that number power of primes. How to write 4? 2 to the power 2. That is 4 into x is there, into x. Then other term is 5x. Earlier, so we wrote 5x, 5 into x. Now take each term. What are the each term here? 2 is there, 5 is there, x is there, right? Highest power. 2 to the power 2 is highest, right? 5, only 5 to the power 1, right? Take the product. X is x to the power 1, x to the power 1. That means into x. Then you can take the product. Here 2 to the power 2 means 4. 4 into 5, 20. 20x. That is LCM. Now try to make here, right? You can see it's fraction 20x. 20x. X is there, right? So how to make 4 into 20? That should multiply by number 5, right? Both numerator and denominator should multiply. Then second fraction 5x. How to make 20x? So x is there. 5 make 20. That should multiply by 4, right? Both numerator and denominator multiply by 4, right? Then you get here. You can see here 4 into x is now 20x. 2 multiplied by 5, that is 10. Here second fraction, denominator 20x, 3 into 4, 12, right? So you can see now in this two fraction, denominator 20x, 20x, that means denominator equal. That means you can add now. What is add? Numerator add. So that means 10 plus 12, that is 22. Okay. Move to another example, right? Another one is here, right? Forget one. So here you can see here 22 over 20x, right? You can see here product. So that means product is, you can simplify 22 and 20, right? So you can cut by number, divide by number. What is the number? That is number 2, right? 22 divided by 2, that is 11. 20 divided by 2, that is 10, right? So if you get this type of fraction, if you can simplify, you have to write this simplest form. Understand? So that is important. Another example. 5 over 4x square. I want to add 7 over 6x, right? So see, denominator not equal. So go to find the LCM. 4x square, right? So how to write 4x square? Number is 4, product. 4 should write power of prime 2 to the power 2. X to the power 2 is there. You have to write that one same. Then other term is 6x, right? So take 6x. 6 is not prime. Product. 2 into 3 is 6 into x is there. Now take each term. What are the each term is there? You can say 2 is there, 3 is there, x is there. Those are the different terms, right? Now take the highest power. What is the 2? 2 to the power 2 is here, right? That is highest power. Then 3 to the power 1 is there, only 3. X to the power 2 is there, that is the highest power of x, that is x to the power 2. Now take the product. 2 to the power 2 is 4, 4 into 3, 12. That means 12x square is the LCM, right? Now try to make here 12x square, right? So here you can see x square is there, right? X square is there. So make 12. That means 4 should multiply by 3, right? In both numerator denominator. Then go to second fraction. 7 over 6x. To make 12x square, that means 6 should change and x should change. So that means to make 6 into 12, you should multiply by 2, x into x square by x, right? That means you have to multiply by 2x, right? Both. Then you get, now you know denominator 12x square, on the numerator multiply 5 into 3, that is 15. You have to add here 12x square, 7 into 2x, 7 into 2x, 7 into 2, 14x, right? So that is numerator. Now you can see both denominator 12x square. So you can take one denominator, numerator should add. How to add numerator? You can see here 15, that is only number. 14x, right? That is algebraic term. So you can't add those two. Only you can write that can add, right? So you have to write 15 plus 14x, right? This one can't simplify because 15 and 14x are unlike terms. Okay. Another example. 3x over 8y to the power 3. You have to add 2y over 6x. Okay, so you can see denominator and equal, go to LCM, 8y to the power 3. So you can see 8 is a number that can write divide by 2 to 2 to the power 3. So then y to the power 3 is there, right? Then 6x, right? Earlier we wrote 6x, 2 into 3 into 6x. So now take highest power, right? You can see different term 2, 3, x, y, right? So there are 4 terms. Now take highest power. What is highest power of 2? 2 to the power 3 is there, right? Then take the product. Number 3 is there, only 3 to the power 1, right? Then take the product. Y to the power 3 is there and x to the power 1. Now take the product, right? 2 to the power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2, 3, right? That means multiply 2 into 2 into 2. So that means you get 8. 8 into 3, 24. Y to the power 3 is there into x. So this is the LCM. Now make that denominator in both fractions. Now you can see here, right? So here y to the power 3 is there. So y to the power 3 is also here, right? Here no x. Number should make into 24. That means to make 24, 8 should multiply by number. So that is 3. So to make x here, you have to multiply by x. So that means both should multiply numerator denominator by 3x, right? 8 into 3, 24, y to the power 3x. So then you get this denominator, right? Next fraction, 6x, right? Denominator is important one here, 6x. How to make 24 y to the power 3x? You can see here 6. How to make 24? That should multiply by 4. Then y to the power 3 is, that means y to the power 3, right? So then x is there. Then you get 24 x, 24 y to the power 3 x, right? So that is equal denominator. Now you can see here 24 y to the power 3 x is the common denominator in both fraction. Here numerator, right? What is numerator? 3x into 3x, that means 3 multiplied by 3, 9, x multiplied by x, x to the power 2. Okay, next one, denominator is okay. 2y should multiply by 4y to the power 3. But how to multiply? 2 multiplied by 4, that is 8, y multiplied by y to the power 3, so that is y to the power 4, right? So now you can add. How to add? Denominator same, one denominator. 9x to the power 2, want to add 8y to the power 4. You know this? These are x terms, these are y terms. So that you can't add. So that means you can write only with addition as an algebraic expression. So this is the answer for that one. Right. Let's move to the subtraction of algebraic fractions, right? Only this part I'll explain you. Subtraction of fraction with unequal algebraic term in the denominator, right? Only algebraic terms, right? Careful. So I'll here explain 4 examples, right? So my first example is 3 over x want to subtract 6 over 5x, right? So actually I'll here not mention the how to find the LCM. Okay, be careful, you can find separately LCM of denominators. So in the early example we saw x and 5x, right? So you can see here denominator and equal, right? So without equaling denominator we can't subtract, right? We should equal denominator, important one. Now x and 5x, you can see what is the denominator, LCM. So that means 5x. So that means this first fraction should multiply by term. So what is the term? That is number 5, right? So then you get 5x. So both numerator denominator multiplied. So then minus 6x subtract 6x. So here 6 or 5x, so that is not change. Now you can see here denominators for x into 5x, denominator 5x, right? So equal denominator, you can write one denominator. What is the numerator? 3 into 5, that is 15, subtract 6, right? Subtract 6. So that is the numerator. Then you can simplify the numerator. What is numerator? So that is 9 over 5x, right? So that is simplest answer. Now we do another example. 7 over 8x, want to subtract 2 over 6x, right? So you can see here denominator 8x, 6x, that is not equal, right? Take into side and find the LCM, right? So that you can get 24x, right? 24x. Try to make both numerator, denominator 24x, right? So what should multiply? 7 over 8x. So to make 24x, that should multiply by number 3. So then you get 8x into 3, that is 24x, right? Same number. Then second fraction, how to make 24x, that should multiply by 4, right? So then you get 24x. Now we can see denominator same, right? 24x. So then you can write denominator 24x. What is numerator here? 7 into 3, 21. Here subtract 2 into 4, 8. Understand? Now you can subtract, then you get 13 over 24x, right? Another example, 5a over 9p subtract 3 over 15 cube, right? 9p 15 cube, denominator not equal, find the LCM, right? So then you can see here 45p cube, 45p cube, that is the LCM. Now make 45p cube. Here 9, how to make 45? That means should multiply by 5, and to make p cube, here p is there, to multiply q, right? So that means should multiply by 5 cube, right? Second fraction, what happened? 15 cube, denominator 15 cube. To make 45, that should multiply by 3, and q, p is there, so that means that should multiply by 3p, right? Then you get 45p cube. Now denominator is okay, right? Now don't worry about the denominator. Now try to solve the numerator, right? You can see here, right? Denominator 45p cube, numerator 5a should multiply by 5 cube. That means 5 multiplied by 5, that is 25. A multiplied by cube, we wrote as a cube, right? Subtract this one. 3 should multiply by 3p, that means how to multiply? 3 multiplied by 3, 9, p is there, 9p, right? So you can see here 25a cube minus 9p, these two are unlike terms, so those are unlike term, means those are can't simplify, right? Those can't simplify, so that is the answer. Let's see another example. 5 over 4a square, I want to subtract 9 over 5a, right? So you can see here denominator not equal, right? Find the LCM, you get 20a square, right? So make 20a square. How? This should multiply, to make 20, you can see a number 4, that should multiply by 5, right? Both numerator by 5. Then if you go to here, how to make 20a square, you should change the 5 and also a, right? So that means to make 20, 5 should multiply by 4. To make a square, you have to multiply by another a, that means 4a, right? 4a. Then you get denominator 20a square. Then what is the numerator? Here 5 into 5, 25. Here 9 into 4a, okay, right? 9 into 4a means 9 into 4, 36a, right? So this can't simplify. Why? 25 and 36a unlike terms, right? So that is the answer.